Go for the young one, not the old one. And before you get triggered, hear me out. I'm not saying every younger woman is better, and I'm not saying every older woman is damaged. There are always exceptions to the rule, but there is a reason men often marry and search for younger women. And it's not just about looks, it's about moldability, how you were able to mold something. If you're a good man, a strong leader, a real teacher, you want a woman who's willing to learn, adapt, and grow with you. You want to build together. But what are you going to teach a woman who's already hardened by life, who is stuck in her ways, carries more baggage than luggage, and argues every time you try to lead or guide her? That is not partnership, that is combat. See, a younger woman still has curiosity. She's open. She's impressionable. If she's with the right man, she becomes an advantage because she's being shaped in love, not control. What's easier to mold, clay or a hardened stone? Men are builders by nature. They build careers, empires, and families. So of course they're drawn to women who want to be built with, not women who fight the blueprint that he lays down. It's not about age. It's about your attitude. It's about your openness, softness, and the willingness to evolve.
I could not have said this any better myself, and I'm about to show you some examples that prove her words to be true. Here's Exhibit A.
Another reason why I'm done with dating apps is this, and I blame Bumble for this. Why do the girls need to reach out first? The guys should be reaching out first. If I'm at a bar and I see a guy and I smile and he smiles, he's coming up to me. I'm not walking up to him. Same thing with the dating apps. But like I said before, the dating apps are trash. They're trash because most of these guys on here, they want a pen pal. And most of these guys are in a relationship and a lot of them are married. And they're just on these apps for validation. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Too many of them, in fact. So this is what we're going to start doing. We're going to start going out. We're going out into the wild. And we're going to meet people in the wild. And for all the men that see this, which are probably not many because my following are women, if there are men watching this, please approach a woman. If a woman smiles, and ladies too, you need to smile. Make eye contact with a guy. Smile. He smiles back. You make eyes. Guys, that's your signal to walk over to her and say, hello, can I buy you a drink?
So she has decided to meet men in the wild away from dating apps, but she is still expecting men to approach her in order for her to be able to do that. Just imagine stating you're going to do something and then expecting somebody else to do it for you. This is abysmal behavior.
Why am I not surprised?
Guys, just because a woman lets you into her life, whether it's texting, whether it's talking about, weather, topics, whatever it might be, if you're not doing what you need to do on your end, that just means she put you in the friend category. That's where you are. You're the friend.
Nobody cares.
I just canceled a date with a guy because I didn't fucking want to go. And the reason I did not want to go is this. He doesn't listen. For example, he asks me, what neighborhood do you prefer? I tell him. He then sends me 3 options of places in completely different neighborhoods that are way far away from that neighborhood. I'm like, LOL, none of those are in that neighborhood that I said. He's like, oh, I'm not familiar with your neighborhood. Meanwhile, he told me that he had lived there for like a couple of months. So I said that, I'm like, didn't you live there for a couple of months? And he's like, yeah, like these are the places that I liked. List like a bunch of places that were pretty good. So I'm like, why didn't you just choose one of those places? So then I was like, okay, like this place is fine, whatever. And then he's like, you can be my tour guide. I'm like, I'm not your fucking tour guide. Like, I hate that shit. I hate when people are like, oh, can I pick your brain? Like, can you be my tour? Like, why are you making me work? Like, I've never even met you in my life and you're already wanting me to work for free. Like, I'm not a fucking intern. I was just talking to my therapist about being single woman, especially in your 40s. I'm 43. And I said to her, I go, it's so funny because I lived in the South for like 3.5 years. And in the South, people tend to get married very young. They tend to be engaged like in college and then get married. You're talking like 21 years old. which to me is like fucking crazy. And I've never really wanted to get married. I never wanted kids. I still don't want kids.
This woman has hit the wall and displays intolerable behaviour. It's no surprise she sees a therapist, because what man would want to put up with all of that stress and aggravation?
She's damaged goods.
Real Men of Genius.